Hello everyone, thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. Have you ever stayed at a hospital, been a patient, and you feel that your care wasn't the greatest? You felt you were unimportant, kind of thrown to the side, always questioning from the people that are supposed to be taking care of you what was going on? Sadly, here at General Hospital, where I, Riley Hennessman, cardiovascular nurse, our patients face this sort of issue every single day. So throughout my presentation here that I have called all of you to be today, I will be discussing the symptoms, the effects, and the causes that surround this ongoing issue here at the General Hospital. So to begin with, our main problem. Our main problem is nurses are floating from floor to floor when there is a need for them. Well, a nurse that specializes, like myself, in cardiovascular flooring, which is where I belong, I'm being floated to the OBGYN floor, a floor I do not specialize in, causing confusion, issues between myself to the patient, and just leading me to take more time out of someone else's day to ask for help or what I should do. And this is something that all nurses here at General Hospital are facing, whether it's the trauma nurses, OBGYN, nurses such as myself in the cardiovascular field, so on and so on. Continuously, never really like where they are supposed to be is pretty much the issue here. So located in the PowerPoint that I have provided for you on slide 2 are the symptoms in relation to the problem we are facing here at General Hospital. Based on our hospital census, which is the numbers, and one of the things we really like to follow and believe in here at the hospital, is the census lets us know how many patients have been admitted, discharged, when, their end diagnosis, so on, so on, so on. Sadly, we have had 25 patients in the last month be readmitted for the same diagnosis that they were discharged with. So, what does this mean? We are not properly taking care of our patients. Our nurses are mistreating, misdiagnosing, not following protocols given the floors that they are working on, causing extreme issues between patient to nurse relationship. There are also 3 main effects that I have come to with this issue. The General Hospital itself is facing damaging reviews. The reputation is deteriorating. As we speak, patients are out there in the real world talking about our hospital, talking about what their stay was like, how they're not going to recommend people to come back here or to come here if they are or in need of certain patient care. Being part of the healthcare industry, the hospital, they rely on patients to keep it up and running. We know that as we work here in the hospital, that's a need for us. To continue, I have also strategized 2 ideas to solve this issue. The hospital should create trainings in need for these nurses, so the hospital can forget another day of having to call a nurse or call someone in to come help a floor they do not specialize in. Making these trainings available will help the nurses. They'll feel they want to help when they know that they're qualified, which is, I know, an issue I myself face. Of course I want to help a patient, but do I know what I'm doing? Of course not. I'm not qualified. How can I be qualified so that this does not happen again? So allowing these trainings to be available for nurses, whether it's maybe on their off day, they can come in the mornings before their shift, I believe would be very valuable to the nurses to be able to produce what they need to take care of the patient properly. Another solution that I have come up with would be a staffing grid. And located on PowerPoint that I have provided you on slide 6 is a rough draft of what I believe the grid layout should be, kind of look like, something we could base off of for the future. This grid will recognize the nurse, the floor number, and the specialty of that floor, and whether the nurse will be qualified or not. It'll be very easy, very simple to understand. It would say floor 1 through 5, the nurse's name, a check mark of qualification that they have passed the training, the certificate, whatever it may be for that specific floor of specialty needs for their nurses to be registered. And the specialty, like I said previously as well. Having the staffing grid will allow the people outside of the nursing staff to create a schedule. It'll be much easier to put together, it'll be understanding, and now you know who you can and cannot rely on giving a time of desperate need or too many beds were given out today at the hospital. So now we will have an understanding of how to properly take care of our patients if we come to one of these two solutions that I have provided for you today. And the most important part of this presentation is to understand that our patients are what mean the most to us here at General Hospital, that they have the most proper care and they have a stay here that they know when they leave they're going to be okay. And that's what we care about here at General Hospital, is our patients and their future. Thank you.